Natimbog ng Bureau of Customs o BOC ang higit sa 7 bilyong iligal na droga na ecstasy mula Davao. Ayon sa ulat, higit sa 4,000 tableta ng ecstasy ang nakuha sa palipalat ng Clark kung saan ito'y nakabalot na sa parcel. Bukod pa dito, ayon sa ahensya, lumabag ang nasabing kargamento sa Custom Modernization and Tariff Act. Matapos ang week-long vacation ay dumagsana sa terminal ang mga pasahero para sa kanilang pagbabalik. Tunghayan ang ulat mula rito. Nagsiluwas na ang mga main character. Yan ang hirit ng mga netizens sa mga pasaherong babiyahe galing sa kani-kanyang probinsya mula sa mahaba-habang bakasyon. Ayon pa sa Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board o LTFRB, nasa high alert ang pagtaas ng bilang ng pasahero, kung saan dagsana sila sa iba't ibang terminal dahil sa Christmas at New Year break. Dito nagbahagi din ang mga pasahero ng kanilang karanasan sa naging biyahe sa pagpasok ng taon.
Okay naman. Okay lang naman. Wala.
Bahagi pa ng ilan, bahagyang mas mabagal ang biyahe ngayon.
Super stressful po kasi may motion sickness ako. So, delayed yung namin. Nung dumating yung sa Bicol, yung bus, 5 p.m. yung reschedule, dumating mga 6:45.
Galing po kasi kaming summer eh. Stranded po kasi hindi naman po matraffic sa lang talaga sa alin lang po, sa Pamatnog. Doon lang po nagka-stranded.
Medyo tumagal nung pagdating namin sa pier. Mga alas 4 na kami nakaalis, pero dumating kami doon mga 11 p.m.
Traffic sir.
Ngayong January, pauwi na lang po.
Sir, tenga sa sa Abra Pier sa galing ako Mindoro.
Ayon naman sa iba, punuan ang mga sakayan.
Halos stranded po kami ng 10 hours. Sa ticket po, dami-dami pong tao.
Marami na.
Tapos umuulan, kaya mabagal po ang sasakyan.
Maraming sir, mahirap sumakay. Oo, dami.
Paalala naman ng LTFRB para maiwasan ang mga aberya sa biyahe, planuhin ang mga alternatibong ruta at huwag sumabay sa rush hour upang maiwasan ang mabigat na trapiko sa biyahe. Jade Buhoy, nag-uulat para sa Golden Nation Network. Posibilidad na ugnayan ng smuggled cigarettes na natimbog kamakailan sa Malabon at Batangas, iniimbestigahan na ng PNP. Mas malawak na smuggling network maaari umano ayon sa pulisya. Ang buong detalye tunghayan sa ulat mula kay Princess Castro.
Kasalukuyan ngayon tinitignan ng Philippine National Police ang posibilidad na koneksyon ng 1.5 billion pesos smuggled cigarettes sa Malabon sa kaparehong items sa Batangas City. Ito ay matapos na masamsam ng pulisya nitong bisperas ng bagong taon ang unregistered na produktong tabako sa isang cargo facility sa Malabon kung saan 3 individual ang naaresto bunsod ng kakulangan sa dokumento. Bagaman naging matagumpay ang operasyon, maaari nila itong magpahiwatig ng mas malawak na smuggling network sa bansa. Kaya naman sa utos ni PNP Acting Chief Police Lieutenant Jose Melencio Navtatis Jr., pinalawak na ang investigasyon upang masigurado ang ugnayan ng mga insidente. Mula sa pantalan, nakatuon din ang pulisya sa less suspected areas para sa mas mahigpit na pagbabantaya. Samantala, ang issue sa smuggling ay nakakaapekto sa lehitimong negosyo na nagdudulot ng kabawasan sa kita ng gobyerno at nagbibigay daan sa iligal na gawain ng mga individual. Sa pinatibay ng interagency coordination, suportado nito ang panawagan ni DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla para sa malinaw na pananagutan. Princess Castro, nag-uulat para sa Golden Nation Network.
World News alas 8.
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela, overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have. It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York. It's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence.
Venezuela.
We're dealing with the people. We're dealing with the people that just got sworn in. And don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
That means we're in charge. We have to do one thing in Venezuela, bring it back. It's a dead country right now. It's a country that, frankly, we would have been, if I had lost the election, we would have been a dead country. We would have been Venezuela on steroids. Venezuela right now is a dead country. We have to bring it back, and we're going to have big investments by the oil companies to bring back the infrastructure.
What's your name?
And the oil companies are ready to go. They're going to go in, they're going to rebuild the infrastructure. You know, we built it to start off with many years ago. They took it away. The country is a mess. It's been horribly run. The oil is just flowing at a very low level. Much lower than, even if it was badly run, it should have more income, more oil than what they're doing. So we're going to have the big oil companies go in, and they're going to fix the infrastructure, and they're going to invest money. We're not going to invest anything. We're going to just take care of the country. We're going to cherish the country. We're going to take care, more importantly, of the people, including Venezuelans that are living in our country that were forced to leave their country. And they're going to be taken very good care of. Yes, ma'am.
World News a las 8.
At narito ang recap ng mga nagbabagang balita ngayon. Sa ulo ng mga balita, pambansang pondo sa 2026 nilagdaan na ni PBBM. Naglipa ng scam sa cash assistance, binalaan ng DSWD. UK Ambassador nakipag-ugnayan kay BP Sara ukol sa healthcare. Higit sa 7 milyong pisong iligal na droga, timbog. Mga pasahero mula bakasyon, dagsa sa terminal. Smuggled cigarette sa Malabon, hinihilalang may koneksyon sa Batangas case. Investigasyon, mas pinalawa. Batas at pantay na balita, komprehensibong ulat para sa pulso ng masa. Ito ang News Pulse. Yan ang pinakamainit na mga balita ngayong araw. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming mga ulat at update sa aming Facebook page, facebook.com/Golden Nation Network. At mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube account, youtube.com/@Golden Nation Network. Ako si Jade Buhoy at ito ang News Force.